Beloved, heaven is speaking louder. Now the whisper is turning into a clear voice. And if these words are reaching you at this exact moment, it is not because you were scrolling. It is because God set a divine appointment for your ears to hear and your spirit to respond. You have been asking questions in secret, whispering prayers under your breath, laying awake at night, wondering when, Lord, how will I know? Will they ever come? And heaven has been answering, not always with full sentences, but with signs, with gentle impressions. With that unshakable knowing in your chest that something is shifting in the realm of the Spirit, the angels say, your heart has already begun to recognize their presence before your eyes have even seen them clearly. God has been sending you pieces of them, not their whole story, but moments that feel like puzzle fragments finding their place. You may not have realized it, but every time their name brushes against your thoughts, even if you cannot spell it, even if you have not yet heard it in the natural world, your spirit leaps, because your soul knows what heaven has already decided. There have been dreams, some vivid, some faint, some that fade the moment you open your eyes, but leave behind a residue of peace that lingers all day. There have been moments in worship when your heart swelled for no reason. Tears came unexpectedly, and God whispered not to your ears but to your spirit. It is closer than you think. Beloved, these are not random. They are rehearsals for recognition. The Father is tuning your heart like an instrument so that when your person steps into the room, your spirit will play a song of confirmation that only heaven could compose. For some of you, this person is already within your orbit. You have spoken before, perhaps casually, perhaps only briefly. But the seed was planted, and God has been watering it quietly away from the noise. You may have even dismissed the thought of them. Perhaps you thought it was too soon, too complicated, too unlikely, but heaven never dismissed it. Heaven has been weaving it together in a way that will leave no room for doubt. For others, your spirit has felt the magnetic pull towards someone you have never met, a name you do not yet know, a face you have not yet seen. And yet your heart keeps preparing the guest room of your soul for their arrival. You have felt it when you wake up. You have felt it in the stillness of the night. That holy anticipation that refuses to fade, no matter how much time passes. This is not fantasy. This is prophecy in motion. God is revealing them to you in stages. Because His timing is not just about finding the right person. It's about forming the right you. If He showed you their face too early, you might dismiss it in doubt. If He delayed until you were tired of waiting, you might compromise with the wrong one. So He is unveiling this love like the sunrise. Little by little, light breaking in slowly until the day is fully bright and you can see clearly. Beloved, heaven says your season of wandering is over. You will not keep searching endlessly, wondering if love has passed you by. You are entering a season of divine location where God's hand will place you exactly where you need to be when you need to be there. The one God has for you is not a casual passerby. They are not an almost. They are not a temporary chapter. They are a covenant keeper, one whose prayers have already touched heaven's throne right now. Yes, in this very moment, they are speaking to God about you. They are asking for a love that is rooted in the kingdom, for a partner whose life's mission aligns with theirs, for a marriage that glorifies God. And when they prayed, heaven whispered your name. The angels say, pay attention to the way peace will follow them. Not the shaky peace that depends on circumstances, but the peace that feels like home. The peace that makes you exhale deeply because your spirit knows you are safe. Pay attention to how your conversations will carry life, how even silence with them will feel like communion, how their presence will quiet every other voice of fear. Some of you will see divine interruptions in the coming days. The bus you missed, the event you almost skipped, the delay you didn't want. All of them leading you to be at the right place at the exact moment. They are there too. For others, it will be a name that keeps coming up. A mutual friend who keeps mentioning them without trying. A sudden connection request. A chance encounter. That feels like it had to be orchestrated. Beloved, do not write this off as coincidence. The angels are moving in real time. God is setting up divine appointments that no human can cancel. You don't need to chase. You don't need to strive. You don't need to manipulate circumstances to make this happen. Your only task is to stay in position. Keep your heart tender. Keep your faith strong. Keep your spirit open, because when the moment comes, it will be undeniable. The same God who whispered their name to your spirit will whisper your name to theirs. Type I am ready in the Chi comments to claim this word. Tap like as your act of agreement that this love will arrive in God's time. Subscribe to Angel Messages for you so you don't miss the prophetic moment. And send a super thanks to align yourself with the blessing heaven is releasing. Beloved, heaven says you are closer than you think, and the introduction is already on God's calendar. Beloved, the angels are showing me the scene. It is not random. It is not rushed. It is carefully written in the scrolls of heaven. You will not stumble into this love by mistake. It will be a moment marked by divine precision. Every detail will feel strangely perfect. From the timing of your steps to the way your eyes meet as though they've known each other forever. The day may feel ordinary at first. You might wake up thinking it's just another sunrise. You may even feel a little distracted, focused on the tasks in front of you. But heaven will already be in motion. A delay might occur. Something small like a traffic light holding you for an extra minute, or a conversation that keeps you from leaving on time and you won't know it. But that delay is heaven's way of aligning your path with theirs. They too will be moved into position. Their schedule will shift, plans will change, and both of you will be guided unknowingly to the same place at the same time for the same divine purpose. The angels say, watch for the unexpected turns, the sudden invitations, the last-minute changes that seem inconvenient but are actually heaven's orchestration. When you meet, there will be a recognition that goes beyond the physical. Your spirit will resonate with theirs in a way that feels both new and familiar. Conversations will flow effortlessly, as if you're picking up where you left off in a previous life. You'll find yourself sharing thoughts you've never voiced before, and they'll understand without explanation. This is not just compatibility, it's divine alignment. The angels are emphasizing the importance of trust in this season. Trust the process. Trust the timing. Trust the gentle nudges of the Holy Spirit guiding you. You may feel an urge to prepare, to make space in your life for this love. Follow those promptings. Clear out the old to make room for the new. Forgive past hurts. Release expectations that no longer serve you. This is not just about meeting your future spouse. It's about becoming the person you need to be. For this divine union. Heaven is highlighting the word purpose in flashing lights. This union is not just for your happiness, though it will bring immense joy. It's for a greater purpose in the kingdom. Together, you will have a mission, a calling that neither of you could fulfill alone. Your gifts will complement each other. Your weaknesses will be covered by each other's strengths. You are being brought together not just as lovers, but as partners in destiny. Beloved, as this revelation unfolds, remember that patience is key. Don't rush the process. Each day is a step closer, a preparation for the moment of divine introduction. Use this time wisely. Grow in your faith. Deepen your relationship with God, because the stronger your foundation in Him, the stronger your union will be. The angels are showing me a vision of two rivers flowing separately but moving towards the same destination. That's you and your future spouse right now. You're on parallel paths, and though you can't see each other yet, you're both being guided by the same heavenly current. Trust the flow. Trust the journey. The confluence is coming, and when those rivers meet, it will create a powerful force that nothing can stop. In closing, beloved, know that heaven is celebrating this revelation with you. The angels are rejoicing, knowing the beauty of what's to come. Your prayers have been heard. Your patience has been noted. Your faith has moved mountains, and now the time is drawing near. Keep your eyes open, your heart ready, and your spirit attuned to the voice of God. For in His perfect timing, in His perfect way, He will bring you face to face with the one He has chosen for you. And in that moment, you will understand why every other door closed, why every other path led here. This is your divine appointment with destiny. This is your love story written by the hand of God Himself. Your spirits will lock in as if the rest of the world faded to the background. The angels say, when your eyes meet, there will be a holy recognition. Not the kind that startles you, but the kind that soothes you. The kind that says, yes, this is the peace I've been waiting for. You might not speak immediately, or you might. But whether words come right away or later, there will be a knowing. Your heart will feel like it's leaning forward, drawn to them without effort. They will notice something about you. Maybe your smile, maybe the way you carry yourself, maybe the way your presence shifts the atmosphere. They won't be able to explain it fully, but they will know they don't want to walk away without speaking to you. For some, the first exchange will be simple. A greeting, a comment about the moment. But even in the simplicity, the Holy Spirit will be present, weaving threads of connection between your hearts. For others, conversation will flow right away. It will feel strangely easy, as if you've picked up a discussion you started in another lifetime. Time will slip away without you noticing because your souls will be busy recognizing each other while your words simply follow. The angels say there will be signs in the atmosphere, a sense of divine timing, a confirmation in your spirit that this is not just chance. You may even feel that warm stirring in your chest that often comes when God's presence is near. Beloved, when you part ways that day, it will not be the end, only the beginning. Something will have shifted. You will go home feeling lighter, more certain, and deeply aware that heaven has just introduced you to someone important. They will feel the same. They will replay the encounter in their mind. They will tell God, If this is from you, make it clear. And God will. He will confirm it in their heart, just as He has been confirming it in yours. For days after, small signs will keep appearing. Little reminders of them, a random mention of their name, a message from a friend who knows them, an unplanned second meeting. These are not coincidences. These are divine breadcrumbs leading you both to the point where love can grow without fear. Beloved, the angels are smiling because what has been hidden is about to be revealed. And your heart is about to meet the one it was always created to recognize. After that first meeting, their heart will not be the same. Something inside them will awaken. A tenderness they didn't even know was sleeping will come alive. They will go home carrying your presence with them. Not just the memory of your face, but the feeling you left behind. That calm, that warmth, that unshakable peace. They will find themselves smiling without reason, pausing in the middle of their routine just to replay the sound of your voice in their mind. Even the smallest details, the way you looked at them, the way you carried yourself will echo in their spirit like a song they can't forget. They will talk to God about you that very night. It won't be a casual prayer. It will be deep. It will be earnest. They will say, "Lord, was that them? Was that the one you've been preparing me for?" And heaven will not be silent. God will remind them of the prayers they prayed months ago, years ago, when they asked Him for someone with your exact qualities, your exact spirit, your exact faith. The angels say their thoughts will be filled with gratitude. They will thank God for that coincidence, that they now know was no coincidence at all. They will thank Him for aligning the timing, for preparing their heart, and for making the meeting feel so natural. In the days that follow, their prayers will shift. They will start to intercede for you even without knowing all the details of your life. They will pray for your health, your protection, your peace. They will ask God to keep you safe until the next time they see you. And yes, they will hope for that next meeting soon. They will look for opportunities without forcing them. They will keep their heart open to God's leading because they will not want to lose what they just found. Beloved, they will also battle the temptation to overthink. They will wonder if you felt the same pull. They will question if they imagined the connection. But each time doubt tries to speak, God will quiet it with His peace. The angels say that their loved ones will notice the shift. A friend might comment, "You seem different." A family member might ask, "Why are you smiling so much lately?" They might try to hide the reason at first, but eventually your name will slip out. And when it does, it will be with joy, with admiration, with a reverence for the way God orchestrated it all. They will describe you not just by your appearance, but by the way you made them feel. They will say, "There's something about them. I can't explain it, but I know it's from God." Beloved, heaven says this is the beginning of pursuit. Not the chasing of the world, but the pursuit of covenant. They will want to know you more deeply, your heart, your dreams, your calling, because they will already see you as someone worth building with. This is the season where prayers meet reality, where strangers become destiny partners, where what God whispered in your spirit becomes visible before your eyes. Beloved, the angels are saying, "Get ready because your name is about to be spoken with honor, with joy, and with the kind of love that does not fade." Heaven has already written the next chapter. It is not a vague hope. It is a scheduled moment in the divine calendar, and nothing, no delay, no distraction can remove it. Your steps are already being aligned, even when you feel like your days are ordinary. God is weaving extraordinary details into them. A place you don't normally go, a time you don't usually choose, an invitation you might have even considered declining. These will all become part of the setup. The angels say it will feel like a simple day. Nothing about it will scream life-changing at first, but heaven will already be in motion. Angels will go ahead of you to prepare the atmosphere. They will clear obstacles. They will soften hearts. They will make sure you're at the right place, at the right time, in the right frame of mind. You might notice small delays, a moment where you leave a little later than planned, a line you have to wait in longer than usual, a last-minute change that shifts your location. Beloved, those are not inconveniences. They are God's gentle hands, repositioning you. On their side, the same orchestration will happen. They might get a call that changes their schedule. They might be drawn to a place they don't often visit. They might feel an unexplainable pull to step outside their routine. And when they follow that nudge, they will walk straight into your path. The angels say, when your eyes meet, there will be a pause. Not because time literally stops, but because your spirit will recognize what your mind is still catching up to. You will feel that holy stillness, that quiet voice inside whispering, "Pay attention. This is it." Your conversation may be short, or it may flow effortlessly for hours. Either way, you will leave knowing something just shifted. Even if you don't have all the answers yet, you will know you've just stepped into a moment that heaven has been planning for years. Later, when you are alone, you will replay it in your mind. You will notice how peaceful you felt, how you didn't have to try to impress them, how their presence felt like coming home. Beloved, this is not just a chance encounter. This is the unfolding of a divine plan. The angels say your future spouse has been prepared for this moment just as you have. They have been refined by trials, shaped by faith, and positioned by grace. When you meet, it will be the convergence of two journeys that God has been orchestrating since before you were born. Remember, love that is divinely ordained doesn't rush. It unfolds with purpose, with intention, with a rhythm that honors both hearts involved. So don't be anxious about the next steps. Trust that the same God who brought you together will guide you forward. He will give you wisdom for every decision, grace for every conversation, and peace for every uncertainty. The angels want you to know that this love story is bigger than just the two of you. It's a testimony in the making, a beacon of hope for others who are waiting, a reflection of God's faithfulness to His promises. As you step into this new chapter, carry with you the assurance that you are walking in alignment with heaven's plan. Beloved, your heart is about to experience the kind of love it was created for. A love that sees your true self, that honors your calling, that partners with your purpose. A love that will challenge you to grow, support you when you falter, and celebrate every victory with you. This is the beginning of a beautiful journey. Stay open, stay prayerful, and watch as God unfolds each page of this divine love story He's written just for you. The angels say, this revelation will not be missed. There will be signs, a moment of clarity, a divine encounter where God makes it unmistakably clear. This is your future spouse. Beloved, This is how the Almighty works when it's His perfect timing. No confusion, no uncertainty, only crystal clear direction and peaceful assurance. Type "I receive God's revelation" in the comments if this word resonates with your spirit. Tap like to align with Heaven's plan and give a super thanks to Sao. Into the manifestation of this divine union. The angels are smiling now because they know the next time you cross paths with your future spouse, it won't just be a chance meeting. It will be the unlocking of your destined season together. Beloved, the angels say, the first interaction will not be ordinary. It will carry the weight of heaven's orchestration. Every word will feel divinely inspired. Every glance will seem purposeful. They will approach you with genuine interest, not with rehearsed lines or attempts to impress, but with heartfelt sincerity. They might say something like, "I've been hoping our paths would cross again," or "It feels like we were meant to meet today." Their voice will carry a warmth that tells you they mean every word. They are fully present, undistracted by the world around them. The angels say their eyes will speak volumes too. They will look at you not with judgment, but with a kind of quiet wonder, as if their heart is whispering, "This is the one God has been preparing me for." You'll notice how effortlessly you respond. There won't be any overthinking or scrambling for the right words. Your spirit will settle into a peaceful rhythm, and conversation will flow as naturally as a gentle stream. They will ask about you. Not just surface-level questions, but inquiries that reach the depths of your soul. What brings you joy these days? What have you been praying about lately? What matters most to you in this season of life? Beloved, these are not random curiosities. They are gathering the pieces that matter to your heart, listening for God's whisper in your answers. As you speak, you'll feel a sense of safety in revealing parts of yourself. The angels say you will share laughter, not out of politeness, but because there's a genuine connection forming. Even if the topic seems trivial, the joy will be profound. And that joy will become a golden thread God uses to weave your hearts closer together. There will be moments of comfortable silence too, where words aren't needed. Just eye contact and the sound of shared quietness that somehow feels rich and full, not empty or awkward. In one of these moments, they might say something that makes your heart skip a beat. It could be, "I've been praying for someone like you," or "Being with you feels like coming home." Beloved, that is when you will know. It's more than mere attraction or interest. It's divine recognition, spirit calling to spirit, destiny brushing against the edges of the present moment. The angels say after this encounter, you both will leave changed. They will walk away thanking God under their breath. You will depart with an unshakable sense of peace. Later that night, they will think of you before drifting off to sleep, not with restless longing, but with the gratitude of someone who knows. God's promise is unfolding. They will smile to themselves, recalling your voice, your expressions, the way you made them feel. And you will sense the Holy Spirit's gentle whisper, "This is safe, this is good, this is me, beloved." This is not the beginning of another endless wait. This is the start of a beautiful journey forward. They will reach out. They will follow through. They will prove with consistency that their intentions are genuine. And God-directed. Type, "I am ready for my divine connection" in the comments to align your spirit with this word. Tap like as your act of faith in heaven's orchestration and give. A super thanks to sow into the blessing that is on its way to you. The angels are saying you will remember this first meaningful interaction for the rest of your life. Not because of where it happened, but because of what it set in motion, beloved. The angels say the moment they walked away from that first conversation, something began stirring in them. It wasn't nervousness or confusion. It was a holy urgency. They knew they couldn't keep this experience to themselves. It felt too significant to lock away. The joy inside them was overflowing, and when joy overflows, it spills into the ears of those closest to you. They didn't wait weeks or months. Before the day ended, someone in their family already knew your name. It might have been mentioned casually at first. A simple, "I met someone special today," but the angels say that simple sentence carried heaven's weight. Their voice softened when they spoke of you. Their eyes lit up. Their body language shifted. The one listening could tell. They could hear the difference. They could sense that this wasn't just another story. This was something rare, something precious, something worth leaning in to hear more about. So they leaned in. They asked questions. What are they like? How did you meet? What's their spirit like? And your future spouse didn't rush their answers. They described you slowly, choosing every word with care. They spoke of your kindness first, then your strength, then the way your faith shines through in small but undeniable ways. They spoke of the peace they felt in your presence. They spoke of how you truly listened. They spoke of how the atmosphere seemed to shift when you were near. Beloved, the angels say the listener, whether it was a parent, a sibling, or a close friend, felt it too. They didn't have to meet you to sense the purity in this connection. It was evident in the tone. It was in the details. It was in the gratitude your future spouse expressed just for having met you. The conversation didn't end there. Later that week, your name came up again, this time in a group setting. It might have been over a family dinner, in the living room, or while running errands. And again, their voice gave you away. They spoke of you as if they had known you far, longer than they had. They spoke with confidence, but also with reverence, because they recognize this is something God is orchestrating, and they do not take it lightly. Some family members smiled knowingly. They could see what was unfolding. Others asked more questions, wanting to understand who had captured their loved one's heart so deeply, so quickly. The angels say, even those who might be cautious are already intrigued. Your name has entered their circle. Your presence is being prayed over. Yes, even by those you have not yet met. Some are praying, Lord, if this is from you, let it flourish. Others are praying, Father, bless them both with clarity. Either way, your name is on the lips of people who matter to them. Beloved, this is God's way of planting seeds. Your introduction into their family's awareness is not random. It is the beginning of favor. It is the beginning of acceptance. It is the beginning of God weaving your life into theirs. The angels say, you may not hear these conversations firsthand. You may not see their smiles when your name comes up. But in the spirit, you are being welcomed. You are being recognized. You are being prepared for the day you step into their world fully. Type, I am ready to be welcomed in the comments if you receive this. Tap like as your agreement with heaven's timing and give a super thanks to sow into the blessing being prepared for you. Because, beloved, the angels are whispering. Soon your name will not only be spoken, it will be celebrated. Beloved, the angels say that the day is already written in heaven's calendar. The day your steps will cross the threshold of their world. The day your name will no longer be just a sound they've heard, but a living presence they will see, hear, and embrace. You may not know it yet, but God has been softening hearts in advance. He has been preparing the atmosphere long before your arrival. Conversations about you have not just been casual words. They have been seeds, and those seeds have been watered with curiosity, prayer, and quiet expectation. The angels say that some in their family have even begun to picture you. They wonder what your smile looks like. They imagine how your voice might sound when you say hello. They think about the way you might carry yourself. They wonder how you will fit into the family dynamics. And here is the beauty. Every time your name is spoken, peace enters the room. It is not a peace that comes from human approval. It is a peace that can only come from the Spirit of God. Your future spouse has spoken of you with honor. They have covered your name with protection. They have not exposed every detail of your life because they know some things are meant to be revealed in God's time. But the way they speak about you makes it clear this is serious. This is sacred. This is love. Some family members have seen their past relationships and they know this is different. They notice the light in their eyes when they talk about you. They notice the steadiness in their voice when they say your name. It's not rushed. It's not uncertain. It's confident. The angels say this has created a shift. Even those who normally guard their hearts have opened just a little because deep down they can sense this is God's doing. Beloved, you must know that when you meet them, you will not be walking into an atmosphere of strangers. You will be walking into a space where your name has already been prayed over. You will be stepping into a room that has already heard the testimony of your life. You will be greeted by eyes that have been waiting to see if what they've heard is true. And heaven says it will be. You will not have to perform. You will not have to prove yourself. You will simply be, and the Spirit of God within you will do the rest. Your future spouse will stand beside you with pride, knowing that God's perfect plan is unfolding before their very eyes.